All right, so welcome to the Botch Pit, session 6 now, I think it is. Where we last left off with our quote-unquote protagonists.
Well,
Lenny, put your friggin' phone down. We're all just gonna stare at him. He's that guy.
You've destroyed me enough tonight.
Oh, I'm not done.
please.
Now I'm involved.
It's the next evening.
First
You detailed everything to your sire. You wake the next day, and one of his servants comes he knocks at your door. I assume you answer it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Sir would like to meet with you in the foyer." And he closes the door and disappears on his way. Lenny, you woke up to getting kicked. It'd be like, "Hey, you got to head back into the city. They want to have words with you."
When?
Now.
Fine. Give me 5 minutes.
You got 2. He leaves out of the tent. All right. So, you headed to the city, half conscious. By the time you come out and into the foyer, he's already there.
Damn.
I'm just cycling that he woke up first, and then they dragged him in there. Your sire is sitting there with another man you haven't met, and your sire rode in with him as well. He rode in. So, Jackson, your sire, he goes, "So, Bartleby, some things seem to have gone down last night that ran outside of your boys' control.
Yes, it did.
Outside of where you had just met with the prince moments before, no less."
Mm-hmm.
He goes, "Can I show you something?" And your sire's standing beside him, and some other guy is standing beside him. No, don't get excited, it's not you yet. And he tosses a couple of documents down in front of you guys on the table. He goes, "So, in order to spare you guys the difficulty of reading, these are police reports from eyewitnesses on scenes, numerous different scenes. You'd be interested to know that the police are actively searching for a gentleman in a suit who was seen throwing a body into a dumpster in Chinatown last evening. This is a reported sighting of a similar man at an event that happened a bit more downtown. This," and he slides over to the goes, "is a document of a woman with her arm ripped off and an alley left sprayed with her blood. Further witnesses for all of these, by the way." He looks at the two of you. He goes, "It was your first evening out from under our care. How did this happen?" And as they say this, they're not looking at Bartleby. They're looking at you. He's like, "He is your enforcer. He follows your orders. How poor were your orders?"
Poor.
I'm glad you're familiar with the premise of a rhetorical question. I really didn't require an answer. You should be ashamed of yourself. You are extremely fortunate that the police departments that these were filed at, I happen to have some pull, if you will. We will even talk about the fact that you destroyed my vehicle. I have insurance. I can find ways to get that taken care of. So I would also like to show you guys something else, if you don't mind." And he gets up and he starts to walk into the kitchen. He's like, "Follow, follow."
Following behind.
You guys go into the kitchen. On top of the stainless steel, there's a stainless steel push cart that's been put in. And there's just pieces of bodies all over it. He goes, "Curious enough, a friend of mine who happens to live in the sewers, found this at his doorstep. So tell me, which one of you boys do we owe the pleasure of this one to? Because now we owe a favor to the local clan Nosferatu.
I never ripped them apart.
You said that you did. Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did. Yes, you absolutely did.
I was thinking about it, but then you're like, they're not gonna fit, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
just
right,
shuffle
well,
them
there's
into-
still two bodies piled on
All right.
top of each other then. He goes, who just took this unfortunate couple and just dumped them in the sewers willy-nilly? What made any of you think that would be okay? Do you not understand that there were humans that work in the sewers? Maintenance workers. You just happen to be fortunate again that someone I know, again, came across this. Which one of you is responsible for this one?
It was me.
Well, now you owe a favor to Clan Nosferatu. Or more specifically, you owe one to me because I owe a favor to Clan Nosferatu. They're not the sort of people you want to owe favors to, Bartleby. You do well to understand that.
Yes, sir.
So can you give me one reason right this moment why I shouldn't just take steps to the prince and discuss what happened outside his doorstep? Which I can only hope that he does not actually already know about. Fortunately for the two of you, I handle most of the legal affairs of this city. However, he did hear about the unfortunate one-armed woman outside of his alley. He figured you boys would do well with a little bit of practical knowledge or insight. So, this is
Why do I feel like I'm getting yelled at by the principal?
that's well. he's
It's
the,
okay, both
he's
of
the
us.
primogen of the venture of the city. He's in a position to hold it on you.
Are you reading out our detention slips?
Pretty much.
More
All right.
I need to remember for
He
myself.
goes, "This is Monty." There's a gentleman standing there, and like you didn't really pay any attention to the gentleman standing beside, but he's wearing a lab coat. He's got a big pair of circle kind of glasses, and they're like, "This is Monty." Monty is a advisor to the prince. He's very knowledgeable, and he has a child that we hope may benefit as a member of your little merry crew. Maybe he could provide some insight. However, despite how everything went last evening, Alexander, I'll give you the due. What's the term of it? I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt and hope that maybe after last evening you actually learned something. And while you have an enforcer with you for that sort of situation, you're also going to be gifted with an advisor. Now, when I say he is under your care, he is not as Bartleby is. He is not your muscle. He is not your bone breaker. He is not your worker bee. He will follow your direction up until the point where he deems it unwise. And he is of Clan Malkavian. They are gifted for their insight. Yes, they happen to come with a few quirks. And the guy fixes his glasses and goes, "We prefer to consider it gifts." I was like, "Yes, Monty, we know." And he kind of pats him on the shoulder. He's like, "I know, Monty." He goes, "But I benefited much from having... What are the names here? I benefited much from having Sebastian as my associate. And Monty here has warned me and filled me in on quite a few things. So now please allow me to introduce his child. Nick, what is your character's name?"
Voltaire.
Voltaire. Give me some background on him.
So Voltaire
Yep.
probably comes into there wearing complete black,
No, hold on. Before we carry on with the actual stepping into the room,
Okay.
give me some background of the character. What made your sire choose you?
Oh, well, like what I did as a profession.
Okay,
Practice?
what you did as a profession, but what is it that made you stand out with perhaps insight
Insight.
or knowledge that would make you get picked?
Well, my character is a mathematician, specializing in not only finance, but more along the lines of also chaos theory and how. What's the stare for?
Did you fucking make Ian Malcolm? Actually, you fucking made Ian Malcolm. Oh my god.
Yeah. So that
Come on, man. You're
Butterfly
playing Opie.
effects.
Don't act like you're all original right now.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Go ahead.
But I'm
sorry.
like, why am I not surprised?
You should not be at all. Let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead.
Yeah. So the butterfly effect, chaos theory. If a butterfly flaps or swings here, is there a twister or tornado in Japan? So along the lines of just being, very poignant about how the world actually works. That's why I would be picked. Thinking outside the box.
Okay.
You know what's even worse? You straight up made his father Dennis Nedry too. I hate both of you.
All right. So, with that, there's a rapping at the door, and your sire, Monty, opens the door for you, and he's like, "They're ready to meet you."
Awesome.
Okay.
So, go walking in, thick rimmed glasses, complete black. I go up and
As you step outside, Alexander holds a hand out to you. You've heard of him a few times, but you've never actually met him. So he extends a hand out to you. He goes, "Alexander."
is he Alexander?
No. Oh, I apologize. Yes, he is. My mind just totally quit on me. I
Hi.
apologize. No, he's not worthy of shaking a hand to first.
Yeah.
No,
I
no,
was
no.
gonna say,
So
I want to
confused,
do
like,
as
why
a
am I
sire.
He goes, "This is Jackson. Jackson Burton."
Hi.
He
Jackson.
extends his hand.
Nice to meet you.
He's like, "Pleasure to meet you as well. Your sire has been quite a useful member of our society, so I hope you will contribute the same."
Absolutely. I've heard many great things about you as well.
He goes, "This is my child, Alexander." And he presents.
Etiquette roll for the same thing.
Oh, I mean, if you know, that's a basic thing.
Yeah. Then shake hands.
Yep.
Or however the
Yeah.
Do you say anything?
letter.
Nice to meet you.
Good enough.
Jackson.
No, he goes,
I'm
This
a little
is-
short tonight.
he goes, "It's the next night, so don't
Oh, I
worry."
know.
He goes, "This is Bartleby."
You're not going to introduce Sebastian first?
Nope. He goes, "This is Bartleby."
I extend my hand out.
I shake his hand.
He goes, "This is Sebastian." And he's just like, "Pleasure!" And he kind of claps you on the back. He doesn't like extend his hand. He goes, whap! And pats you on the back. He's like, "Great to meet you."
Oh, great to meet you too.
Catches you off guard. You're like, "Okay." So, Jackson's like, he says, "I'm not quite aware of what task the princess set you to. I did not ask to be brought in on this. I consider it a very strong test of character for all of you." He goes, "Alexander, you may feel free to brief." What is your character's name?
Voltaire.
I keep forgetting. I'm just tired. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
He
cool.
goes, "You may brief Voltaire."
Voltron.
Voltron.
He is now called Voltron.
He goes, "And in order to give you boys some privacy, I have rented a loft on the opposite side building. And you may carry about your business there. I'll have I'll have the help carry your things across."
Thank you.
You're welcome. And again, I recommend you exercise some more restraint. Because next time, maybe I will not be able to stifle such things before they reach the prince.
Of course.
And he looks at you and he goes, "You? Subtlety." Sebastian's like, "Yeah, subtlety." And Alexander just kind of gives him a sideways glance and he's like, and he just turns his smirk to a super serious look.
Are his ears still pointed?
Yeah, they've kind of gone down a little bit. And Monty just looks over at his ears and he kind of goes, "Huh." And he starts jotting down notes. Sebastian's like, "Stop." Monty's like, stop what? And as he says that, he's still looking at him, but still writing and not even looking at the paper. Sebastian's like, fucking hate you. All right. So, Jackson goes, dismissed.
Well, let's go. We have much to discuss.
I stare at the dead bodies that are just on a table in the middle of the room. And just look at them and then just look at these two.
Don't ask.
Monty's like, interesting reaction. He's still jotting down notes. Sebastian's like, stop! You notice that, like, Monty looks at the pencil? He's using, like, like an old school number 2 pencil. He looks at it, and he slowly turns his eyes over, and he starts looking at Sebastian. He looks back at the pencil, looks back at Sebastian, and he kind of picks it up and looks at it. Sebastian just kind of seriously goes, are you thinking about staking me with that thing? Monty just goes, interesting. He starts writing notes again. Sebastian just goes, I'm leaving. He just starts walking for the elevator too. Before you get to fully leave, Monty runs over and he goes, Voltaire, remember, where you have wisdom to dispense it. When there are scientific lies, what do?
Expose them.
That's right. Disprove them. He's like, and above all, what do you do to help them along? He stares at you.
What I do to help them along?
Yeah.
You find the truths.
He goes, interesting. And he writes notes and walks off. Monty.
Nedry. No.
He doesn't act like Nedry.
No.
All right. So, Brad, you're leading the way.
Yep. Wherever to wherever this next penthouse.
All right.
is.
He gave you a key card. It's got a key card to it.
All right.
You go across the street. It's a couple floors up.
Mhm.
You enter, and it's very unfurnished. Like, there's nothing to it yet, really.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because you can have your stuff pulled over. We'll say there's a very humble, like, leather couch and, like, a love seat. Like, there's some very light furnishings.
Okay. I will take the seat to myself.
The love seat? Okay. Well, you do love yourself.
I do. Please. Have a seat.
What are you guys doing?
I'll have a seat next to him.
Okay. Well, no, he's on the love seat, so
I'm
he
pointing
can't.
to the couch.
No, love seats have space for 2 people.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just-
So you
Yeah, no.
give
I
me an
wouldn't
etiquette roll.
sprawl-
I
I wouldn't
sprawled
know
out.
this.
Give me an etiquette roll.
What's it? Just etiquette?
Wits plus etiquette. I don't have to worry about whether or not that Bartleby would sit next to him. He wouldn't want to.
I got one.
Perfect. You know what that correct etiquette is. The question is, do you plan on following it? Or do you want to see how he reacts?
I plan to follow the regular etiquette.
You gonna follow the etiquette?
Yeah, I'll do the etiquette.
All right, so you both sit on the couch then. By the way, 2 hunger die, whatever you were at already.
I already added mine.
What are you at now?
4.
Jesus.
Because it's the next night.
Yeah,
Go
you're
up
right.
another.
What were you at for hunger, Lenny?
1.
No, you were at 1. Now you're at 2. Fucking Brad's at 4.
Cannot. Cannot get that thing to go off without me getting hungry.
So,
I just like
how
the
do you want to
smirk.
handle this then? What do you want to do?
So, do you want us to actually go through? Yeah.
Go through what? Meeting each other and talking?
No.
Yes.
No, I want this just fast forward.
No, there's no fast forward.
All right. Well, seeing as you will now be an advisor, we have been given a task of how do I put this?
Brad, do you forget the task?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
You forget the task, don't you?
No, it's weeding out the
Okay, anarchs.
Anarchs.
Yep. Okay.
We have been given a task to weed out some stains from the city. And this is something that we need to keep amongst us. Because what we might need to do might cause problems on both ends. Not only will we possibly lose some faith with the Camarilla, we will also be igniting a fire with the Anarchs. I don't know if you know or not, but there has been some recent activity within the city. I don't know how much you have been made aware or have not been, but we have been asked to help weed them out and to join in. Any questions? As one who's dispensing wisdom, you can speak freely.
So, only us three know about this.
And the
it was
prince.
it was just the two of us and the prince and his, what the heck is that?
Seneschal.
Seneschal. Thank you.
Okay. And Lenny's face.
I was yawning.
I feel you, buddy.
Drink more coffee.
No, no, you don't.
So let me ask you this: what is your plan?
Plan?
I just start chuckling.
What was it? He said something about going to places where the kind gather. I think that was-
Kind. Genes
Kind.
mortals. Like cattle.
And do you know where those places are?
Where people gather. They're kind.
Many places.
Many. But we need to.
When's a new iPhone coming out? We'll fucking line up for that.
As for where, right now we've got a lot of places to start. But we need to find a way in. Because right now we will be, I guess, defecting from the Camarilla. Your sire cannot know. Neither can yours, as you're aware.
And mind you, every day you feel guilty about not telling him. Because you're blood bound. You're a blood slave.
But the way that it looks to get some fresh recruits from some of the more higher up in the Camarilla would be a significant gain to the Anarchs.
Brad is speaking at the pace of a high school vice principal.
I'm tired and I'm hungry.
There's plenty of cheese and salami.
No, I mean as a character. Good for hunger.
So, what is your first step?
So, long story short, what is the plan? You're like, allow me to explain everything around the plan. It dance around the plan, but not tell you the plan.
Oh, I want to interrupt so bad.
So go ahead.
I can't.
You can.
You can. It's
It
rude, but
yeah,
you
I
can do
know.
it. Remember, you're not blood bound to him.
I know.
You look like you want to say something.
Yes, he does.
Something to add.
You want to know what the plan is?
I've asked twice, yes.
Do you think we have a plan? We just got yelled at by both our sires for going out and feeding and not even being subtle.
That
Hence
sounds like a very
why
poor
you're
plan.
here.
Brad, give me a wits plus politics.
Or is this gonna be messy? Or not? 3.
You come to realize that maybe if you're dealing with anarchs, that the events over the past night or so could actually work to your benefit.
Huh.
Because the Camarilla works. I'm sorry, the anarchs work to undermine the Camarilla, and what you guys did was not very Camarilla-like. So you start to wonder if there's perhaps a way to twist this and warp it to your use.
Actually, the last night, what just happened, that might help us.
How?
What happened?
Roll
last
your intelligence plus expression, Brad.
Do I have expression? Must.
You want to know what happened last night? Do you want the long version or the abridged version?
night? Well, I need to run the numbers, so I'd like
Last
to.
time you guys got involved with a bridge, people were thrown over it.
Yes.
Expression.
No, there weren't people at that point. They were dead, like as you so
Is
kindly
expression on
pointed
there?
out.
I don't think so. Intimidation, leadership, performance.
It's
perception.
performance, I think.
I'm
that's
not
what I-
performing.
Wits plus leadership.
Yeah. You said what
Yeah, I said, do you want the long version or the short version?
in my response was.
Do-
Two, you do have a way. You realize that even though he is not functioning on your intellectual level, that just perhaps you do have a way to explain to him what your plan may be after the past events of the past evening.
Him or him?
Him. Bartleby.
Okay.
For those listening.
Okay. We work to uphold the Masquerade, right? Well, how much you know about anarchs? They don't.
Well, they
Real
do. They agree.
Or yeah, how do I phrase this? So what is the anarch? The anarch.
They don't bereave. They don't believe in having a hierarchy of vampires where only the upper tier of the higher clans deserve the recognition, respect, and power. They think that all vampires should kind of be allowed to share that amongst each other and let them all earn their own way.
Okay.
It's hierarchy.
Hierarchy.
I hate you. I wanna
Machina?
try-
That was me being wrong. Machina.
So we can use this as a way of we can use the events of last night to God damn it.
Lenny is bad mouthing me off the mic.
He knows that's like one of my biggest pet peeves. with
I
him.
will say this,
I
though.
don't know why
Hold on,
it
hold
is
on.
that way.
So, for the record, I believe hierarchy, though, is an actual way to pronunciate it. It's not the primary way that people pronunciate it, but that is a way to pronunciate it. Hierarchy.
Continue, Brad.
He's just twitching.
I'm so tired.
I am right there with you,
I
man.
just don't fucking care.
I mean, I am slumped back in the chair right now with the microphone pointed at my head because I don't want to hold it up anymore.
Well, we can
The
use-
bright side is I am remarkably comfortable, and that means I want to keep dice rolling to a minimum. So that's good for them.
Yay us!
No, I'm kidding. I'll roll when the time
You
comes.
kidding me? he will come back to life as soon as we fuck up.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Which is in
Now. All right, carry on.
So we can use the events of last night to show that we aren't adhering to the hierarchy that the Camarilla have set. As we clearly have broken more than enough boundaries and more than enough rules. Maybe that might be an in.
How many rules did you break?
There's 6 of them.
Almost one, definitely one.
Half.
About that.
We'll go with half.
About half. Half or a little bit above half.
What's the over/under on this?
On
The amount broken.
I'd say
And the relevance of this is
I need to run some numbers on this.
probably 4. Probably close to 4.
so. Does your wisdom come with a loading screen?
Let's not go
Is your
throwing
character saying
stones,
that?
Brad. Does your dialogue come with the loading screen?
Is
It
your
does,
character
actually.
saying that?
Huh?
Is your character
I'm-
saying that?
At this point, I'm pretty upset.
Give me a wits plus etiquette roll, man.
Oh yeah. Would I even? I guess is the next question.
Even just roll.
2.
2 successes. You want to go and say something snarky, but you will not allow yourself to do it.
Okay. Still relaxing over there.
Well, not just that, but you also realize the fact that while Bartleby's intelligence is obviously significantly lower than yours, Voltaire is probably not operating on that same playing field.
True.
And you kind of want to, you know that you probably shouldn't mess with people smarter than yourself when it comes to such things, especially not on first introduction.
Nope.
So what's the plan?
Honestly, I haven't had a chance to think about it. But
Lenny, are you on your friggin' phone again?
Yep.
Good God, man.
so we can go out and maybe go to some places where some kind like to be, and maybe we will have a chance encounter. But I'm not shaving my beard today.
Yeah, for the record, everybody, he has a John Travolta soul patch a la Pulp Fiction.
Normally.
Unless he gets rid of it, that's his default state. With a ponytail.
No, the default state's the beard, and I have to shave it down to that.
You never said that.
I did.
You
No, you
did not. In fact, we have it recorded.
Whatever.
You said you have a soul patch.
You did.
You can never in your eternal life grow a beard again. You are forever doomed to look like 90s era Travolta.
Hooray. So, we can go out, see if we can go to a place where the kind like to gather. Maybe we'll run across one of them because they're only popping up, and he didn't say where, right?
Nope, that's on you guys.
Yeah. We don't know where. They just know that they've found a good amount of them. What was it, 22 staked in the last few weeks? Something like
And
that.
Do you have any indication of the patterns of where they were staked? Is
We
it
weren't
all
given any
over?
of this information. All over, I would probably assume. We weren't given very much. We were handed this task, and we're here to solve it.
If you got a probe, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the beat. DJ resolves it. Sorry.
What?
Nothing. It's
Oh.
okay.
So where do you think we should start?
Give me a wits plus streetwise. Lenny, Wits plus streetwise.
2.
Three. All right, so you've got no issue thinking about where humans would come together. But as you're processing that thought, and again, you think of all sorts of, nightclubs, loungers, things like that. Bartleby gets a better idea. If these are the sort of people that are like anarchs and they don't appreciate rules or structure, and they're known for coming in and out of places, what sort of person fits that criteria perfectly? A sort of group of people that don't appreciate structure or law or order, travel in and out of places frequently.
Squatters.
Yes, but I was thinking more someone a little bit closer to home for your character.
Yeah.
What?
Bikers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I may have an idea. I mean, the type I run with may be a good start.
With typical eloquence, Bartleby explains over to Alexander. My type people not nice, no like rules. Ride bikes in out vroom vroom. Maybe they no like your group.
I'm tired. Fuck off.
And then he pounded his chest, drooled, drank a beer, and threw himself out the window to find a hooker.
Speaking of hookers,
That last part did not happen.
Damn it!
I wanted out. I wanted out of this ride. Well, that could work. Where do you guys like to gather? Well,
Anywhere there's beer. Try to find the dodgiest place in town. You'll probably find us.
Roll a intelligence check, all of you.
It's just intelligence.
1 and it's messy.
Do I roll hunger with it?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, they're part of the regular roll.
Chris, I got a messy.
So,
Messy success?
Yeah.
just so I know, it's my intelligence plus hunger, or is intelligence?
No,
No,
hunger
no.
takes the place of your regular
I
dice.
See,
Okay.
these are all my hunger die. I have 3 intelligence.
I have 4 hunger. Okay. I got 1 hunger.
One success on a hunger die?
Yep, and that's the only success I got.
Well,
It
you
has
know,
to be
for
a
your
s-
situation, that's just a regular success.
Okay.
So I got a 0 and a 7, so I rolled the 0 again. That's not a messy 0.
No.
A critical is 2 zeros
Yeah, okay.
at once.
The messy success is what? Rolling no successes except for a 0 and a hunger die?
Yep.
Okay. So you got 2 successes. You were good.
And a messy crit is 2 zeros.
Both on hunger die? Okay. I got a 0 on my hunger die. So
I
I'm
gotta
only
double
ro-
check it. All right.
Only rolling hunger die.
So it really doesn't matter if it's messy or not, because the common sense thing is, first off, you guys shouldn't go anywhere where there's a bunch of people while you're hungry. And you all have the good sense to look over at Brad and realize he is starting to friggin' fiend over there. Like, he looks very on edge, aggressive. It's quite obvious that he's hungry. Bartleby only thinks, oh God, again. What do you want to say to him? Because you're very perceptive and you catch on to it.
So, have you guys had dinner yet?
No.
Give me an etiquette roll, Brad. What's supposed to etiquette?
No.
Brad's a little angry.
1, 2, 3,
Okay, you're good.
4.
Okay.
4.
So he asks you if you've fed yet.
I have not.
And you have to bite back the urge to answer really sarcastically, being like, what do you think? But you decide to behave yourself and answer politely.
No. I have not.
Bartleby, what are you doing?
Apparently, whatever this dipshit tells me to do.
Welcome to life in the Camarilla. All right.
Maybe the Anarchs aren't so bad after all.
So, Brad, what are you doing?
We need to. I can't go anywhere right now. Not like this, I can't. We need to find food.
All right.
Or
Back
anything
at
else.
it again. Let's see if we can handle this one a little bit of a smoother ride, shall we?
Ah, you're funny.
All right. So, what are you doing?
What's it?
What time
Resolve
of
and
the day
awareness?
is it?
Now it is about
Daytime, right in the middle of noon.
8:30 at night.
8:30 at night.
So I'm gonna try my hoodoo you voodoo. See if I can find depressed people.
What are you trying to do?
My sense.
Well, you need to go outside first. You can't just do it from inside. Unless you plan on finding another neighboring apartment.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. Exactly.
You have to be outside on the hunt, man. You don't want to, as the term goes, shit where you sleep or shit where you eat. Both.
Shit on what I eat.
Don't shit on what you eat either. Unless you're into that sort of thing. That man, that you collide.
What if it's just socially?
No, I'm a social shit eater. I
No,
only
I'm a
do
shit
it.
giver.
I know some people just have to have a cigarette when they have a drink. Not me. I just gotta take shits on hot dogs.
Who says there's a hot dog there?
Well, hot dog's what you call your neighbor.
Note to self: if offered a chili dog by Brad, run.
Yup.
Metagaming.
Like, what are these cheese curds? He's like, yes.
Yeah, they're cheese turds. What'd you say? Turds.
It's a lot of hemoglobin on that hot dog.
Well, how hungry are you?
I could eat.
And you?
Brad, because you spent this much time talking, get another hunger die. Because you're already on edge and I want you to fucking move.
Let's go. I need to find somebody down on themselves.
That did it.
I need to find someone down on themselves. No.
So someone flexible?
Said down on themselves, not going down
Oh.
on themselves.
Okay.
That's where your mind's at.
All right, so
Well, where? Go for a little stroll.
You're staying here.
Fine.
does that strike you as a good idea? He is the brains behind everything.
No, he's not.
Hey, what would happen if you actually ran into an anarch while you were out there?
Feel like going for a ride?
Hey, give me a wits plus etiquette.
Oh.
Roll again. Messy.
You realize that he might be more dangerous on his own than with you, because if he loses full control, he may just bust down someone's door. If he picks up on the vibe that someone next to him might be, a little down on themselves, granted, it'd have to be a mean kind of storyteller to force his players to roll that check.
Hi. Someone's taking it out on us.
All of it.
I got over it, I swear.
Man. All right.
7 drinks in.
20
I'm over it.
20 minutes later.
I've already decided I'm gonna punish everyone, so I'm okay. We're playing World of Darkness. I'm going back home. You guys won't like it there. And I can finally feel better about myself. 2 weeks later, add those hunger dice.
I mean, I have an idea, but I know your character wouldn't go for it.
Check it out. What's the idea?
Keep him tied down to a chair. His strength is at 1.
Do you want to try it? Ask him. Run it by him.
I do.
Say it. Go
I
ahead.
just
Do
wanna
it,
see his
man.
reaction. It's like, all right.
If I was going to
Brad?
respond with, "Are you insane?"
Brad,
is that okay?
wits plus etiquette.
All right.
All right, look.
Roll those hunger die, baby.
I know you're going to be against this, so bear with me.
3.
Okay, go ahead.
You are not in a good way. Last time we went out.
How dare this friggin' gangrel come into your house and tell you how you need to live? This is your goddamn house. He is your help, and he's telling you how to live. How you feel about that?
Try to show an
And poor Voltaire is just watching all of it.
Everything will be fine. We just need to find somebody quick.
Hey, give me another wits plus etiquette.
Me?
Yeah.
7.
You can't let it forget that you remember yesterday when you were trying to handle the situation with the old man and the lady, the way he just took control of the situation like he knows any better. And now he's telling you that you need to be tied down, that you can't keep control. You are Clan Ventru,
I never even
the child of the child of the
never even said
primogen
the
of the
words.
city. And he's telling you how you need to police yourself.
Damn. He said we must destroy ourselves from the inside on this one.
No, you're just gonna keep giving me.
Self-destruction now.
Vampire has beast.
Somebody read up on the Soviet Union recently.
Come on, man. Let's get this going. Quit stalling. Ah.
I'm going home.
He's really putting us in our places.
Are you getting?
We gotta start
Are you
rushing
getting
around, guys.
sickle
Come on.
my jokes?
You're really jumping the hammer on this one.
Communism. I don't know.
Equality of outcome.
As the subtlety just goes out the window.
Oh shit! I got the last pun and I win.
If you do that when you do. How you know I'm tired?
I don't know.
Something red tide. I don't know.
You could lend us a hand.
That's reaching.
I know.
That's reaching. But it really hit the marks. Ah! Yeah!
I should have walked away.
I'm back, baby! Look, he's struggling now. I see the gears turning. He's like, come on.
Are you seriously gonna let him get away with that?
He just keeps Rasputin you in your place.
Come on, man. Those jokes are just bizarre.
I tapped. Go ahead. You want in on this fight? It's all you.
Don't make me keep hitting you with this jokes heard around the world. World War One, when the assassination happened for the Tsar that shot her world or heard around the world.
That wasn't Russia.
That wasn't.
That was
That was Serbia.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
World War One,
Yeah.
Serbia?
And like Poland. I think?
No, it was,
that was
I
Austria.
thought it was a Russian Tsar.
No.
No.
Oh.
Really?
It was an Archduke. Archduke
Yeah.
Ferdinand.
Archduke Ferdinand or Francis?
That
I
was
think-
so wrong.
I'm asking.
Archduke Ferdinand. That's what you just said.
Archdong Ferganong.
I'm so tired.
Not my new character name.
Dude, he has to have like a big handlebar mustache. He looks like Hammerlock from Borderlands.
But no, I'm pretty sure it was Serbia.
Archduke Francis, I thought. Am I just?
Franz Ferdinand?
Ah, okay. Isn't that a band?
Get the fuck out.
Man, they really should have worked on their dodge.
Boo.
Boo this man. All right, so carry on, guys. Don't think I'm distracted from destroying you. Well, I appreciate a good joke. Now die.
Now you die. I'm trying to think.
So you look at this uppity gangrel telling you how to live your life.
I'm going to be so awful.
Dad, just get it out. Just
All
let
right.
it out. Just let it out.
How dare you speak above your position?
Composure check, Lenny.
Oh God, if there's any time to fail, if there's any time to fail, God, let it be now.
Because you're doing this to me.
Yeah, you really should have known your place, dude.
I'm trying to help.
I know you are.
That's the beauty of it.
Too.
You realize that it's his hunger speaking, and he's just a little out of control at the moment. Are you going to tell him so, or give me a wits plus etiquette roll?
Really?
Yeah.
There's so much rolling for talking in this one. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's very RP heavy.
I'm going to leave it up to you, whether or not you decide. You feel like you probably shouldn't speak your mind on this, but part of you thinks that maybe he needs to hear it. A little bit of tough love.
All right, look. I know you're hungry. So we're just going to forget that happened.
Composure check. God damn it.
Man, this is just like fireworks.
1.
I'm going to leave it up to you. Do you want to keep control?
How did you phrase that? Do I want to keep control?
Yeah. Do you want to keep your control? Would your character still keep his composure right now? I'm leaving it in your hands.
Brad.
Part of you does
Oh
recognize.
my God.
Because part of you does recognize the fact that your hunger may be playing into this a little bit.
We'll discuss after I eat.
Fine.
So does that mean you're staying behind, tied up, or you're going down? You feel very offended by the idea of being tied up and left behind. You are, after all, Clan Venture, and you can control yourself.
Oh, I freaking can't.
That's how you feel, though.
I start heading to the door.
All right, then I'll bother to tie you up anyway.
Are you coming?
Of course. I can't wait.
Perfect. This
I
can't go wrong.
I cannot wait.
All right.
Just
What are you doing, Voltaire? Are you
Uh,
saying anything, or
do you want to say anything?
I should. I
Should
don't
you
wanna say-
agree with him?
wits plus etiquette? No, give me a composure check. Actually,
You have been permitted to speak free.
yeah, you have full
Yeah.
carte blanche to speak your mind.
Yeah,
You can speak your mind.
You can.
I'm gonna stay quiet for the time being.
You son of a bitch.
I love it. Okay.
So it's just composure.
No, don't worry about it. If you want to keep your mouth shut, that's fine.
I want to be quiet for now. I'm
Okay,
observing.
no,
I'm
your
gonna
character-
look at you, by the way, because you've been way too quiet.
Hey, he will if he gets hungry enough.
You look at me because I'm way too quiet.
Yeah, you're not talking.
We
Hey,
just talked about
give me a
everything.
composure check then. You want to role play that shit out? Let's do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, we're gonna be here all fucking night.
2.
All right. You realize that he's been just watching you guys and sizing you up. You think? Does he think he's better than we are? Is that why he's watching us? You're like, why is he just looking
Yeah,
at
she's
us?
taking a sip of water. It's like, all right,
He's
let's
like,
go.
why is he looking at us like we're insects in a jar? And he's just staring you down with those analytical, lifeless eyes.
I hate you. It doesn't happen.
All right, well, you can choose how to control. Do you wish to move forward and just ignore it, or what?
Is there anything you want to say before we go? You seem to be thinking.
You wonder if he's challenging you. Like, if it's a dominance thing, like, do you have something you want to say? Something you want to add? Like, you wonder if this is a dominance test.
Because Brad's so strong.
Give me an intelligence plus politics check.
Just
No, intelligence plus academics. Wait, didn't you say you have animal ken?
Yeah.
Intelligence plus animal ken.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's going on here?
Intelligence plus
I have several questions.
two.
Part of you wonders when you reflect upon things. You're aware that in the wild, the alpha male often beats its chest loudly in order to express dominance. You were told that he really doesn't hold dominance over you. So you're wondering when he comes after you, being like, what, you have something to say? Something you want to add? You're wondering if maybe you need to present an alpha male attitude to get him to back off. Give me a composure check.
Oh, I had to
Did you think you were exempt from this? No.
be good.
got your hunger in there.
Yeah. Oh. It was a 9. I got 2 hunger, 1 regular.
So 3 successes.
Yeah.
So you hold your composure. You don't just automatically react, but you wonder what would be the smartest way to handle this. What are you doing? Go ahead, stall. Buy your time.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere.
But our
So
views
what did he just say to me? I forget.
I'm
Yeah,
asking.
You say, is there something you want to add? Something you want to say? That's how it comes off because
Oh yeah,
dude's
absolutely.
hungry as hell. So he's actually, here's what's funny, just for anybody listening. He's not trying to be aggressive with you. He's legitimately asking. But because of his hunger, it's coming off like, what, something you want to say? Something you want to add? When in his own mind, it's like, is there something you wish to say or something you wish to add? We'll cut it when we get out, when you guys manage to leave the apartment.
Never.
So in about 2 more hours.
yeah.
So how are you treating this? Do you want to try to knock an alpha male back into his place to get him to calm down, or do you wish to feed his ego and try to placate him?
I'd like to knock him back down.
That's the answer we wanted. All right, give me a wits plus politics roll.
Plus politics.
And Brad, you give me a willpower roll.
Oh, good. It's still all the same dice.
Six and above are successes. Don't forget.
Didn't you say?
4.
4.
Okay. So, you understand that he is the child of a primogen, which is the boss of that clan in the city, pretty much. But you realize it doesn't make him in charge of Dick. Like has some theoretical control, but he has no authority over you. He's got authority over Bartleby. He's got nothing on you. So what do you wish to say to him to knock him back into place?
I didn't think this far.
I want to do it. Shit.
Welcome to Vampire.
What did he say?
What would Ian Malcolm say?
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
get
I know,
I'm
that's-
just
that's
gonna
where
get
my
that.
mind's
I know.
I'm just gonna get that roll ready.
Is that your strength?
No.
Oh.
No. Oh God, no.
I assume
my
that's his
strength.
composure.
Yes.
He knows. He knows. I appreciate a man who pays attention. That's right where the hell we're going.
Of course it is. I'm just gonna do it now.
You ought to analyze your surroundings before making rash decisions.
I don't know if that's something that'll make you fly off the handle. That's pretty vague. That's not knocking someone back like an alpha male. Holy shit, Nick, grow a pair. Put him back into his place like an alpha male.
Okay.
Because he came at you like, what, you got something to say, something to add? That doesn't sound like something that would be a rebuttal to that. You got 4 friggin' successes.
Yeah,
Hey,
none
I
of
got
them. Shut up.
You better nut up.
All right.
I want to hear it.
What's this guy's name?
Alexander.
Wait, what? What?
Not something Ian Malcolm would do, but I'm still okay with it.
Not somebody say, I'll allow it though.
Oh man. Okay.
Lenny is dying over there. That killed him. He is tired. He is a tired dude. Like, I'm exhausted, but he's losing his shit.
When I start laughing at my own jokes, you know it's all downhill.
You laugh at your own jokes all the time.
Shut up.
I do it too. It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
John Otto.
Roll your intimidation plus Durst.
Is that the same as hunger? Because it's thirst.
So, is there something you wish to say? Something you want to add? What you want to do now? Yeah.
I pack a chainsaw.
Dis-
1, 2, 3,
Discipl-
top 2 to 6.
disciplined new metal. It's got a lot of turntables and angst and some Jinko jeans mixed in.
Don't forget the Jake.
I said it's got the Jinko jeans mixed in. That was exactly what I said at the end there. God, I miss my Jinkos. Can't wear those anymore, man. You can't do that.
Okay.
Slap
I
me
think I'm
around.
ready.
All right, he's ready.
I think
Let's
I'm
do
ready.
it.
All right.
Slap me around.
I'm
with
glad it
words.
took you that long
Yeah.
to prepare. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I know.
I just took a couple Limp Bizkit references to knock it loose.
Break stuff.
He's still
maybe.
drinking water, procrastinate. Just
I-
fucking out with
I
it.
know. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Alexander,
My feelings.
you didn't get called in to help me because I fucked up feeding. Like, how many times was it in the matter of 24 hours? How many times?
It's rhetorical. You don't feel a need to answer that. But you
course.
do feel a need to roll composure.
Of course. I've been waiting for this. I've had the dice ready. Oh, thank God. 3. The success is there. Ha!
Carry on.
Yeah.
Was that the end of it? Was that the end of your rant?
Well, I'm probably gonna turn to him now. Be like, how many times was it?
He didn't mouth off.
No, but I'm asking him because he's looking at me.
Oh, he's
scrunched.
asking you about him.
I just throw my hands up like, I'm staying out of this.
Hey, Brad. Give me a Wits plus etiquette roll.
I knew it was coming.
Yep. Well, okay. That was just... You're certainly aware that he was supposed to back you up
5.
and defend you as an enforcer. Give me a composure check.
Oh no!
Oh, this would
You
be so-
should have known this was gonna happen. Oh, wait, no. 1. Thank God.
What success?
Yeah.
He's trying so hard.
All right. Carry on, Nick.
just getting pissed. Am I
No,
continuing?
I mean, were you done? Was that it? Was that all you were saying?
Just keep...
Well, trying to think.
You can tell he doesn't mouth off to anyone.
No,
know,
I don't.
right?
I don't ever.
The same way I gotta get... The same way I've been pulling out his conversation. She was gonna pull out yours. Holy shit.
It's like,
Just tell him off. Like, listen, you prim little blood-sucking asshole.
you
Stop acting like you're better
you
than us.
Soul-sucking warrior.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
You feel told off.
Darren's like, I'm just gonna expedite this.
It's
Yeah.
his,
The toll's been told.
it's his eyes. They
You know
make,
what? Wait, I'll make this. I'll kind of get this going. Are you two done? Like, can we go now?
composure, Brad.
Fuck!
Is that a botch?
Oh, it's a botch!
Yeah.
God damn it!
Good play.
I'm now opening my book. Please give me a moment.
I gave you this page number, didn't I?
God, this is gonna be so bad.
Brad is sobbing.
I already knew it was going to happen. I knew he'd do it.
Who's gonna do it? There we go. That's it. Page 208. Brad, roll me a 10-sided die.
10 die to die.
Yeah.
10
Yeah.
10 die to
Don't
dead.
ask questions.
Can I 10 die to right?
Yep.
Okay.
What'd you get?
7. Harm.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is this?
No.
Let's see what harm does.
The first sentence.
Oh boy.
Things turn ugly.
Things turn ugly. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, that's bad.
What page is this?
208. Or sorry, 209. Oh god. Wait, would it be solitary or would it be?
No, it'd be social.
Ah!
So a smooth introduction goes goes sour as the vampire starts to harass and psychologically torture the subject. So even though Bartleby goes, "Are we done? Can we go?" And Voltaire's like, "Yeah, sure." You're like, "No, I'm not done yet." So now you want to tear into him. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Into me or him?
Oh you.
Oh.
You, absolutely you.
Cool.
See, I told you I'd get things rolling. You're welcome.
Give me
Let's
a
do this,
wits.
Brad.
Give me a wits plus politics roll,
Wait,
Brad.
Chris,
It's not like my
Hold on.
hunger, man. Oh,
and you give
God
me a willpower
damn it.
roll.
real quick, Chris.
Oh, wait.
Can I get an XP for that?
No,
What is the willpower roll?
it's literally your willpower.
What willpower do I have at start?
Huh?
What willpower do I have at start?
Oh no.
You didn't finish your character, huh?
I didn't know willpower.
Jesus H Christ.
All right, Nick.
Yeah, let me figure out what my willpower is.
Roll high. It's like your resolve
Do you
and
have to buy that
composure.
willpower this day? Oh, is it resolve and composure?
Yeah, you
It's
just
something
add your resolve and
temporary
composure
damage.
together.
It's different.
Okay.
So
If
I
all
remember
it
this
takes to restore.
correctly, it's
I'm not sure.
just that.
Hold on. It's not there.
Yeah, so I didn't skip it. It's just another typo.
It's not on the character sheet though.
What?
No, it's not written on these ones.
That's so
What?
silly.
Yeah, it's just it's composure and resolve, if I remember correctly.
Composure.
No, that's no.
For willpower,
I don't think that's right.
let's just check on the bottom of another sheet.
On the back of the book.
No, you can't go by chronicles, dude.
It's all the same.
No, it's not.
Well, that is.
No,
Willpower's
it's
always
not.
been the same.
No, it has not, and it is not.
Okay.
It's gonna get your ass killed. 122, 157.
Lenny saw what I got. And then
Yep. Oh boy, it's gonna go real bad real fast. So.
Composure plus resolve.
Oh, you still don't go by the character sheets. You do not. Where'd you find it?
157.
It's
That's exactly where I was. Cool.
It's not chronicle.
Is that just your thing now?
Apparently,
They're gonna
for tonight it
SpongeBob
is.
all of it.
So it's composure plus resolve.
Yep.
What's your composure plus resolve?
5. Oh, I have 5 only to use against it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Roll high, Nick.
1, 2.
Oh, you're really close.
I got 2. How many did you get?
6.
Oh god.
Brad.
Wait.
Brad. Wait. No. Brad. Tear into him.
Oh God.
You know what the best part is?
What?
First night, just the two of us. First night of feeding went horribly. Second night, new friend. We haven't even left to go feeding, and it already went to hell.
Vampire. Brad, let's go.
All right.
Wait. Where are we at for a time mark?
It's okay. Finish us off.
Okay.
All right. Man, I don't rip into people either. Okay.
Out with it.
Oh shit! You told him.
Yeah.
Most angsty sigh I've ever heard of.
And I'm done. All right. I'm trying to like get
What the hell?
Because me and Brad are both very friendly.
Yeah, that's one word for it. I prefer to say.
Call me a bitch.
Slap me, call me a bitch too.
I was gonna say.
Are you trying to intimidate him or arouse him?
I was gonna say unaffirmative, but now with my throbbing erection, I can't think straight. The blood all went elsewhere.
Vampires all about the blood.
Once again, thank you for listening to the Botch Pit.
I can't believe you're still here.
Let's go.
All right. Every single time. Listen here, you four-eyed pencil-pushing wannabe. You are here to work with me. I need you to pull your head out of your ass and start doing some thinking because you clearly are not doing any of that right now.
Started off real good, but you stopped
Damn.
there towards the end. You're doing good.
Damn it.
And then you're just like, all right, did you learn your lesson?
No.
Okay. You got to remember, though. And part of the reason I'm pushing you to be so hardcore about this is...
Hardcore.
Hold on. Education time for people that may not know. Nick, now your willpower is actually a stat kind of like your health, where it takes damage. And once it's beaten down to 0, you are just like a broken shell for the night. Like you've been beaten into place. And it's important to note that while you got 5 successes, how many successes did you get? 2. Sorry, you got 2. He got 7.
6.
Don't.
Oh, you got 6.
I got 6.
So that leaves you with one willpower.
Now, how do you get so much?
I
do you mean?
rolled.
Just because of his resolve. And
I rolled
No,
6
he rolled
dice and got
his-
6
No,
successes.
he rolled his. What I say it was?
Wits and etiquette,
Wits and etiquette
which is
Oh.
to
6.
speak
okay.
you and put you into your place.
Oh, okay.
And it was rolled against your willpower to take some of that damage off. And
Got
the reason
him.
he's doing this,
okay.
now the reason he's doing this is because he botched his last roll, and the compulsion that he got was causing harm to someone. And it didn't have to be. It doesn't have to be physical harm. It even says in a social setting that it could be psychological
I
and
get it.
abusive, and he
Okay.
won't feel better until he hurts someone. And boy, he just friggin' did 5 damage to your willpower.
Or
You said no.
I did 6. He rolled 2.
Yeah, I got 2.
Okay, but that leaves you.
Stop
with-
trying to add it to 5.
He rolled 6 out of what's your, and you have a permanent willpower of 6.
He has 5.
5. So that leaves him with 1.
Yes.
Okay, so
He keeps
he
trying to give him
battered
5
you
damage.
down to 1 willpower in a single rant.
Just by talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because now that sort of social stuff, that sort of speaking, that sort of thing, does
Okay.
psychological harm to you
Okay.
or social harm to you, measured against your willpower.
Okay.
You with me?
Kinda.
What has you lost?
No, I think I just need time to process it.
It's weird.
Okay, you know how in the other games you could take physical harm only using health?
Yeah.
Now you can take mental and physical damage. Mental is measured with your willpower. Physical being measured by your health.
Okay.
So there's 2 types of harm you can get: mental and physical.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cool.
So
Okay.
basically, he can either hurt you physically or hurt your feelings.
Like you can now take enough emotional abuse now where you get cowed into place,
Okay.
which is what just happened to you.
Okay.
You realize that your sire would be disappointed in you for going up against in this situation. The prince of the city would be disappointed in you. And you realize that maybe you're thinking about alpha male mentality was a bad judgment call. You immediately can't look him in the eyes anymore. He looks you in the eyes, you look down.
Okay.
Is there anything you wish to say?
No.
Give me a wits plus etiquette roll.
For me?
Yeah?
Okay.
Oh, please, Bosch.
We just kill each other in this apartment room already. And he just walks off into the sunset.
Vampire.
I go to the prince. Can I have my charter now?
I got one.
You realize there is one more thing you should say in this situation. Sorry, sir. You got battered into place, man.
Okay. Sorry. So,
Good. Your compulsion has now ended.
Hey, but my hunger hasn't.
No. So now you're still uppity, you're still cranky, so you're pretty much like, let's go. And you walk for the doors. You were just like,
What the fuck?
Man, and you thought Sebastian got it bad.
like you look at him to go just be like, what just happened? He can't look you in the eyes either. He is just battered emotionally.
All right, so
Don't worry, it
wait,
does
wait,
come back.
wait,
it's not like
wait.
health where it stays
Hang on,
gone. It
hang on.
comes
Oh,
back
okay.
like the next day. Like it comes back.
it takes a full 24 hours.
I gotta double check to see how much comes back. It may be one per day, but you can get it back doing other things too. I just forget off the top of my head.
So hang on. I open the door. Does he walk out?
Yeah,
I assume he's following.
yeah.
As he's walking by, I just go, "Damn, I've never seen anyone so politely roasted before."
You feel scared to even reply to him, for fear that Alexander may take it the wrong way.
And I'm scum compared to you two.
Dude, he got battered down to willpower 1.
Freely speak, but don't.
Not when he's at hunger 5. No, don't even talk to dude. Be like, let's get you fed. Let's go.
A character with no willpower points left through either type of damage or a combination is impaired, receiving a -2 dice penalty to social and mental tests. They still get to roll 1 die if required to roll their pool as the usual rolls.
Yeah, but he still has 1, not 0.
Yeah, he's only got 1 left. But if he uses it, he becomes impaired. So if you even just pull a willpower, you will impair yourself.
It's like one of the pygmy goats.
All right. So with all that said,
Wow, you just had the most me reaction ever. It's like, yeah.
it rubs off
Ew.
or on, depending on how late it goes. Yeah. Botch pit. All right. So with that said, our trio of one super hungry guy, one super cowed guy, and one super bearded guy all step outside to go and try once more to feed Alexander's hunger.
I need it.
Thank you for listening. Episode 7 coming shortly.
Refer to episodes 2 and 3 to see what will happen.